Hey mommies, how are you? So I wanted to do a special Facebook Live today because I had a question from one of you mommies out there asking about breastfeeding and losing weight and all that stuff. And actually I've been going through the exact same thing because right now I am 6 months postpartum. So I'm like desperate to get in my pre-pregnancy clothes and just like it's, summertime and I want to be wearing a nice bathing suit and stuff like that. So I've been thinking a lot about that. It's been something that I've been going through right now in my journey. So I wanted to share that with you, especially because I have had a lot of questions from different moms asking about that. Like, how am I doing? Like, am I able to lose the weight? Do I have any tips or any information about that? So I just wanted to share with you. And actually this weekend, I'm like super excited because I was able to get into one of my pre-pregnancy jeans. So I just wanted to share with you moms, so to be real, and that it does take time, it is a process, and everybody's body is different. Just like I've seen moms that never lose their weight off and reach their pre-pregnancy weight again. I've seen moms that within like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, they're like, I have a cousin actually, she's has 2 baby girls, and every time that she has a baby, within like 15 days, she's back to her old self and she has like her abs popping out and everything. And then I've seen, like I said, women that are completely different. So it's totally different for everybody. And I wanted to share my personal experience. So this is me right now. Like I said, these are my jeans that I just was able to get into. And I'm not pushing my belly in or anything. So I still have a little bit of, obviously a little bit of a budge here too. So this is me. Obviously you can still see here my little line there. My belly button's obviously not the same. This is after 2 pregnancies, and I have a little bit of those what do you call them here, a little bit of my munchies here that are sticking out. So I don't expect my body to go back to, even though I can fit my jeans, look, my stomach is not flat. I have a little bit of flab here and everything. I do want to keep my butt though. That is important to me. That's not like my pre-pregnancy butt. So I do want to keep that one. So I just wanted to show that everybody's body is different, and even though you may be able to fit into your jeans again and stuff like that, your body will look different obviously. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that because everybody is different. So, and we are under this thing, especially when we're like breastfeeding moms, that everybody says that we burn like a gazillion calories a day and that the weight's just gonna melt off magically, and the more you breastfeed your baby, the better it is for you because you're gonna lose so much weight. It doesn't necessarily work that way. And also there are other factors that come into play that can maybe prevent you from losing the weight. So I just wanted to explain that to moms so that you understand a little bit more about that, and you're not confused as to, oh my God, why am I not losing weight? What's wrong with me? Or is it my thyroid, or what is it? What it actually has to do a lot with hormones. So I just wanted to explain that. So between like 0 and 6 months, you get to the point where you probably at the beginning, postpartum, after you have your baby, so your baby's like a newborn, you probably lose a big chunk of weight then, okay? And then what happens is that when you get to that 6-month mark, which is where I'm at, you usually hold on to like 10 to 5 pounds of weight that you just cannot seem to get rid of. And it doesn't matter like how much you work out and stuff like that. What happens sometimes is that your body's holding on to that weight as reserve. Just in case you go into starvation mode or anything like that. So your body's got that reserve, so it's got the energy to keep on producing the milk, okay? So I just wanted to explain that point because so many people ask me about that, and I've gone through that twice, with my first pregnancy and with this pregnancy. So it happens to everybody, okay? And the things that come into play that can prevent you from losing weight, so that just you can kind of like cut yourself a break a little bit, is you're going through lack of sleep. And what happens is when you go through lack of sleep, you start to release cortisol, and what happens there is that it slows down your metabolism. And you cannot get rid of that cortisol because of the lack of sleep, with stress coming in and everything like that too. So your metabolism slows down and you will tend to eat more too. So that's going to pack more weight onto you. And then even though you're active and working out and stuff like that, you're not as active as you were before because you spend a lot of time breastfeeding and you're like sitting down, so you're like less active. So that too, the less activity and that you're eating more, again, that's going to retain more calories, more fat, things like that. Another thing that happens is a lot of people, believe it or not, they go through like irregular patterns of eating. So like you go from like eating 3 pizzas to like not eating for like 5-6 hours, and that's actually not healthy. So what happens there too, your body's like, oh my God, just in case we go into one of those long stretches where we don't eat, when we do eat, I'm gonna retain all that fat and keep it in reserve. So it's actually healthier when you're breastfeeding to eat more often. So if you eat like every 2 to 3 hours, it's actually gonna be better for you. So that's a really important tip, because we're under the impression that we should be eating like really tiny meals, or that we should be eating huge meals. So it's not one or the other. It's actually regular meals like every 2 to 3 hours. And make sure that the food that you choose to eat is like high energy food too. So like you're eating plenty of nuts and healthy fats and things like that, whole grains. Try to stay off the carbs and to stay off the pastas, white rice, things like that. Those are going to be like unhealthy carbs, and you're not really going to gain any like nutrition out of them, and they're going to not help your body reserving all that fat too. Another thing that you can do, I know that it's hard to get to the gym and work out and stuff like that. So things you can do is make sure that if you are going to do exercise in the little time that you have, that you combine like cardio with weights and things like that. And the type of exercises that you want to be doing is things that kind of elevate your heartbeat and bring it back down again. And then what happens then is your body's working at its peak. So you're going to be burning more calories too, okay? And something else that I suggest that has been amazing for me, and it's worked with both of my babies, I do a lot of baby wearing and walking. So you have that weight of the baby, baby's nice and happy with mommy, you're walking and you're going to be burning more calories than if you were just on a regular stroller or something like that, or on the stroller with the baby. So that's another big one, and the heavier your baby gets, the more your body will work. So that's something else that that's going to help you burn off those calories. And then something that I wanted to just comment here, and this is very personal, something that I've done. I've used things like supplements. So I've used like moringa. That helps me control my appetite a little bit. And moringa is like a super healthy supplement. It's packed with antioxidants and a lot of nutrition and things like that. So it's kind of like you're taking a prenatal vitamin, or like a multivitamin. And it's also has galactico properties, so it helps you to produce milk too. So that's something that is good. So it's like an all-around benefit there. So I just wanted to give you a brief overview. If any of you moms have any more questions, post below. Let us know what you've done, what tips you can give other moms about losing weight during pregnancy. But I just really wanted to make it kind of clear with this Facebook Live that even though you do burn a lot of calories when you're producing milk, your body has to burn a lot of calories to produce milk, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to lose all that weight off right away. It does take time. And also something that you want to take into consideration, just like it took your body all that time to build all that weight, it takes time for your body to adjust again. And that's the whole thing about the postpartum period, taking care of your body. So just love yourself and love your body, and I think of the amazing job that your body did to have that beautiful baby that you now hold in your arms, and that it will take a little bit of time for your body to adjust again, to get back to its old self. And usually you'll find that you have the best results in actually losing the weight once your baby starts eating solid, so your milk production goes a little bit down, and then once you wean your baby or your baby self-weans, that's when you're really going to start losing all the weight off. So you can kick in all those taking care of yourself, going to the gym, stuff like that, and you'll see more of the results when you do stuff like that, okay? But it's really important that you eat healthily, and just that you know how to eat properly. That's going to help you a lot if you do want to lose weight while you're breastfeeding, so that you're eating the right foods and you have the correct eating patterns too. And then, like I said, you can mix in all these workout tips that I just mentioned before. Something else that's going to really help, make sure you drink a lot of water. What I do with my water, I put chia seeds in my water, and what they do is they expand. So when you drink them too, they expand in your stomach, so it gives you more of a sense of fullness. And chia seeds are awesome because they're packed with omegas, they're packed with protein, fiber, so they're really, really healthy for you. So I'm actually going to do a post about this, and I'll explain things more in detail and add more tips and things like that. But I just wanted to give you guys like a basic overview about this, because a lot of people ask me questions about that, and a lot of mommies out there that are a little bit like frustrated and stuff, just like I've been. So I will give you guys more progress on getting back into my pre-pregnancy clothes and the stuff that I'm doing. So I just wanted to share that and kind of be really authentic and raw with you guys and let you know how my story is going. Okay? Bye, mommies.